How y'all doing? What's going on? As y'all know, my name Big Dog Bark, and I want to help y'all guys out. So in today's modern world, whether it's business or personal, y'all go in these spaces and y'all want to learn how to maneuver, how to navigate in this world. And a lot of the people y'all listen to is not really there for you. A lot of the individuals you listen to, whether they male or female, they're not really trying to help you. They're trying to help themselves. They're trying to line their pockets. They're trying to build their brand. They're trying to take advantage of a bad society. But see, a guy like me, y'all have to excuse the noise. I'm outside, and the people outside, they working on a house. They doing construction. But a guy like me, that's been married for 20 plus years, that's been dealing with women for 30 plus years, that have been in several endeavors over my lifetime, whether I was a employee or an employer, I feel like I have the knowledge to tell you men, you young men, you millennial men, the ones that's going through the struggle right now, I feel like I have the knowledge to help you guys with whatever you're going through. And one thing I've always told my son is that you have to look at yourself like a business, no matter what. And that's whether in the professional world or the personal world. And one of the things is, a lot of people don't have the knowledge to run a business. They don't have the knowledge to tell you how to run a business. A lot of people don't have the knowledge to tell you how to build a business from the ground up. A lot of people don't have the knowledge to really tell you how to make a relationship work, whether it's professional or personal. And see, to gain knowledge in either scenario, you actually have to go out there and try some things. You actually have to go out there and put your 10 toes on the ground and look up in the sky and get ready to face the world. Whether it's at a job or whether it's trying to meet a new woman. You have to gain knowledge, and knowledge just doesn't come off somebody telling you something. You really have to go out there and try it. And what works, you keep, and what don't work, you throw away, and you keep trying something new until you get to where you're trying to go. See, a lot of people ain't gonna tell you that because they want you to be scared of reality. They want you to be scared of the real world. So what they'll do is they'll tell you a lot of fear-based ideas and theories to keep you docile, to keep you going against each other, to keep telling you is that everybody should be a boss when everybody's not built to be a boss. When they keep telling you to go against the opposite gender for control, for power, for dominance. When the truth of the matter is, how can you build a business? How can you build a relationship if you're constant in fear and looking for power and control over somebody else? They don't want y'all to know the real truth. They don't want y'all to know the secrets. They don't want y'all to have the insight and the intelligence to move forward in life and actually be a better man. That's why I'm here to help y'all. Another thing is, everybody wants you to talk. They don't want you to listen. Now, they want you to listen to them. And by all means, I do want you to listen, but not to the point to where I don't want to hear what you guys have to say. My door always open. You know what I'm saying? When I do long form, when I do shorts, when I'm on panels, my ears are always open for the conversation. I don't want to just sit here and just run my mouth and tell you my anecdotal experiences what's been going on in my life and everything like that without knowing what's going on at yours. So one part of communication is I have to be a very good listener as well as an effective communicator. I have to know what to say as well as listen to your problems. I'm not listening to respond, I'm listening to understand. And a lot of these individuals, they don't want you to understand, they just want you to react and respond. They want everything to be frenzied. They want everything to be chaotic. How can you build anything on chaos? A lot of people say they thrive in chaos. I don't believe it. Now, chaos does be a character, but you're not going to live forever in chaos. You don't want to live forever in chaos. Don't make a lot of sense. So instead of me just running my mouth all the time in any situation I'm in, whether it's professional or personal, I do listen so I can understand what's really going on. Because if I don't know something about something, I'm going to be quiet until I find out what's going on. If I know something, I'm going to put my 2 cents in. And if it's working, it's working. If it's not working, then by all means, step in and say what you got to say. You feel what I'm saying? Another thing is, you got to strategize. But you got to be a soldier too. And some of the best soldiers in the world, the 20, 30, 40-year vets, they got all the stripes and the medals, the 5-star generals and all that right there. They were good soldiers and they were good strategists. Meaning they could sit there and come up with the plan in order to conquer, and also go out there and conquer. So yeah, you got to come up with ideas, you got to come up with insights, you got to come up with a lot of things and theories and things you want to do in a professional or personal environment, and you have to put that to work. You can't just sit there and have these ideas in your head and not apply them. That's where you have to be a soldier at. Because the only difference between the hero and the coward is the hero know the job got to be done and willing to do the job no matter what, while the coward sits back and watch the hero go to work. I don't think any of you guys want to be cowards. At least in my heart of hearts, I don't believe any of you men want to be cowards. I'm here to help y'all with that. If you ever watch any of my content, I tell y'all all the time, there's no way I could be scared when I know the job has to be done. So either I'm going to do it, or I'm going to let somebody do it, and if I let the other person do it, they're going to get all the spoils of victory. How that feels when you see somebody else get the spoils of victory. You don't like it. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. I know that. So avoid having that bad taste in your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do what you got to do. Take care of your business. Which leads to, you have to adapt to the world or fall off. And again, in business or personal, you have to adapt. You have to change. One thing I learned in my 40 plus years of living is that if you fail to change, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to make it. You're not going to get the money you want. You're not going to get the woman you want if you fail to adapt, adjust. You feel what I'm saying? And I know for some of y'all it's a scary thing. I know for some of y'all it's a hard thing, but it's something that has to be done in order for you to achieve your full masculinity. In order for you to really be that confident man you want to be. In order for you to have good relationships, you have to adapt to what's going on in the world. And you may not like what's going on in the world. but who does? So you have to adjust and adapt. Something else you have to do is you also not only be willing to give out the advice, you got to know it's for the people. It ain't for you. If you're willing to create a business, understand that, yeah, you're creating a business. It's something that you want to do. If you want to be in a relationship, yeah, that's something you want to do. But also understand is that it ain't all about you. It's other people involved in these situations. And you have to take care of them. Good customer service. We have to stop being selfish and stop thinking about self in every little situation we do. Because as you see, is the more we be selfish, the more we fail. The more we fall. You don't like falling, dude. It hurts. I know it does. It hurts when you bump your knee. It hurts when you hurt your elbow and cut up your hands and stuff like that because you're falling. But you're falling because you only thinking about self. You're not thinking about the people that are around you. You're not thinking about the environment that's around you. You're not looking for the potholes and the hurdles. You're just running through life and not caring. And then when something happens, you get to crying and you want to blame the environment. But I can look at you and say you wasn't paying attention. You wasn't trying to look for other people. You wasn't thinking about other people. You was only thinking about self. And when you fall, you have only yourself to blame. And this is not a strange concept. It ain't like this never been told before. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to a Jordan Peterson or a Joe Rogan, them guys right there, they give y'all valuable information about life in their own special way. So do I. So all in all, when you cut this app back on, whether it's YouTube or whatever platform you go to get your advice, whether it's financial or psychological or relationship advice, you feel what I'm saying? Your masculinity. I want you to remember this. Is the person you listening to really trying to help you, or are they trying to help themselves? If the person you're listening to day in, day out really trying to help you, or are they trying to help themselves? Because over here at this channel, the Big Dog Barking channel, I'm about results. I'm about results. And I want you men to have good results. But results are not easy. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of effort. And if you're willing to put the work and the effort in to get the results you want, and I promise you, you'll see life a whole lot better. Your outlook of life will be a whole lot better. Your outlook on money will be a whole lot better. Your outlook on relationship will be a whole lot better. Your mind will be a whole lot better. But if you don't want to put the work in, if you don't want to put the time in to get better, you're going to stay on that hamster wheel, running in place, looking for somebody to tell you that the way you thinking is right. You ain't got to change who you are, stay who you are, keep doing what you're doing, and eventually somebody going to give you the money you want, give you the relationship you want, and everything will be all right. But the truth of the matter is you have to change you first. You have to get up every morning and look yourself in the mirror and say, is this the person, is this the man I want to be going forward? And if you don't like what you see, change it. Simple as that. And if you cool with what you see in the mirror, hey, it is what it is. But again, nobody's perfect. And we all need a little tweaking here and there. But anyway, I appreciate y'all time. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more content like this. And I hope to see y'all good men at another time.